Did you know that you can tell how well someone understands something just by looking at their notes? Take these two, for example. This person is probably learning for the first time, but this one is 5 levels above because it uses science-based strategies to improve learning and clearly communicates expertise. And by the end of this video, I'll show you how to go from level 1 to level 5 so that you can remember everything you learn. Hey, I'm Matty, that's my brother Mike. We're former medical doctors who now help people learn more effectively to increase their earning potential. Our notes reflect our thinking, so taking bad notes isn't just a waste of time, it leads to poor quality learning. So it's super important for every learner to master the craft of note-taking. But to get there, we have to go step by step so we can understand the result of each level. So I'll be using digital marketing as a running example for each step so that by the time we get to level 5, I want to show you how genius thinkers are using their notes to earn more. So at level 1, a note would look like this. Digital marketing is advertising online. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I'm using the iPad 2020 11-inch model with an Apple Pencil 2, and all of the sketches in this video are done using GoodNote 6. So at this stage, our note-taking is very basic and it lacks depth. If you know anything at all about digital marketing, you can clearly tell that this note-taker is proudly standing on Mount Stupid. They don't even know how little they know about the topic yet. Like, you just saw the word digital and you saw the word marketing, and so the first thing that came to mind was, oh, online, digital, marketing, advertising, must be online advertising. And sure, advertising is a form of marketing that can be done online, but there's so much more that's involved. This would be like saying, learning is about grades. It barely scratches the surface and kind of misses the point. And that's a dead giveaway for someone at level 1. Their notes are oversimplified, it lacks a clear thought process, or it might just be completely inaccurate. So level 1 notes here are noob status. If your notes are here, you're probably just starting to learn about the topic and planting seeds of knowledge. But there's definitely a need for deeper critical thinking. But the good news is, we can only go up from here. So at level 2, someone's notes might look like this. Okay, so there's a bit more depth here now because it's getting more specific, right? Now we're starting to recognize that social media is a form of digital marketing, and we're starting to identify some facts, right? You know, YouTube is a video-based platform, and these are some facts about YouTube having a red logo and Mr. Beast spending millions on YouTube videos. But if we look closer, these notes lack clarity, right? Like, how does knowing that YouTube has a red logo or it's the shape of a play button help me understand digital marketing deeper? Why does it matter to know those things? What's the point? And that is a telltale sign of notes at level 2. They might have taken a bunch of notes, gotten some hand cramps and stuff, but they rely heavily on copying down facts and definitions. And all of these are isolated bits of info, because a fact is a single piece of information about an idea, right? You can know a lot of facts about something, but it doesn't necessarily mean you understand it. So at level 2, we call these novice. You might have captured a lot of ideas, but they're isolated. You might not know why they're all important, and it's definitely not clear how they're useful until we move up to level 3. So at level 3, our notes might now look like this. Digital marketing includes SEO, it includes paid ads, it includes social media, and it includes doing some phone calls. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. The genius cogs are starting to turn, right? Notice how there's some structure now. We have digital marketing being the central idea, paid ads, SEO, phone calls, and social media. These might be the important concepts that are related to digital marketing. And you know, maybe they've taken a few notes about each of those concepts like this. But there's a problem here, and it's what holds a lot of people back from learning more efficiently. Imagine being a spider and spinning a flimsy little web like this. You probably wouldn't catch anything. You might not even be able to hold yourself up because the structure is so weak, right? Like, why does digital marketing include SEO or phone calls or social media or paid ads? What's the relationship between these two? What's the relationship between these two? Where do hashtags fit in? And to be honest, I still don't know how hashtags fit in, but this is a key feature of level 3. We've identified what all the most important concepts and ideas are, but it's not 100% clear how everything works together yet. So at level 3, we call them scholars. There's an awareness of multiple different concepts, but nothing connects them together yet. Most people don't get past level 3, but it's in these last 2 levels that learning becomes something completely different. A note at level 4 looks something like this. Digital marketing is used to engage our audiences and increase the visibility of our products and services. It engages audiences by phone calls, emails, using social media DMs, and creating content, and increases visibility by things like paid ads, hashtags, copywriting, SEO, and design, which also feeds back into content. Now we're really getting to the heart of digital marketing, right? It's clear what the big picture is here, which is, letting people know about our stuff by engaging them or increasing visibility. And it's also clear how all of these different components work together because there's arrows that connect them all together. The thing that differentiates a level 3 thinker from a level 4 thinker is the focus on comparing and contrasting ideas to understand the relationship in order to achieve a certain goal. In this case, the goal of digital marketing. Because once we start doing that, our web gets strengthened. Might even catch some dinner tonight. So a level 4 thinker is thinking, what are the similarities and differences between something like paid ads and content? How is copywriting and hashtags used together to increase visibility? Or how does design and content related to social media and emailing, right? Or why would I use phone calls over email? Or when would I use DMs over content and email? So asking these types of critical thinking questions while you take notes is a strategy called interleaving, where we're comparing similar ideas to understand their use cases and their differences so we know when to implement which one and apply them to reach our goals. All that to say, at level 4, we become experts. Experts can demonstrate that they have a very clear understanding of the topic and that they're capable of going beyond just remembering facts and stuff, but they can actually apply it to the real world and solve problems. But there's actually one level above experts to get to the cutting edge. And this is the level of mind fuckery where people start to use their note-taking to become industry leaders, to teach, build products, start businesses, and earn more with their mind. So at level 5, a note looks something like this. Now, hold up, you're probably thinking, wait a minute, this looks like I'm just back on Mount Stupid. If you've been learning about digital marketing, you'll probably recognize that this note here comes from Alex Hormozi, who is an expert and has made hundreds of $1 million from digital marketing. And this is his core for $100 million leads framework. And it might look simple, but Alex has found a way to distill everything he knows about digital marketing into a 2x2 box. And underneath is a profound understanding about how digital marketing works and how it all interconnects. The distinguishing features of a level 5 genius thinker is a validated framework that has the ability to generalize and apply the concepts to many different situations. In our program, we developed something called the learning cycle, which is 3 C's. It goes construct, connect, and challenge. And we use this to help our students learn any skill or subject more efficiently. It looks simple, but we developed it from years of studying neuroscience, cognitive psychology, and educational principles. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, consolidated years of research and science into a simple 4-step process for breaking and building habits. The 5 levels of genius level thinking described as notes is something called solo taxonomy, which is a framework developed by educational psychologists John Biggs and Kevin Collis. Level 5 thinkers we call innovators. And it's this level of mastery that transforms a learner into the top 1% industry expert, right? It's someone who can manipulate, adapt, and integrate their knowledge to solve complex problems across different fields. So going from level 1 to level 5 isn't something that happens overnight. You have to be very intentional with the content you consume, the way you think, and of course, the way you take notes. And one of the most effective ways to speed up the process of moving up to level 5 is to get feedback on your work. So whenever you learn something new and you've constructed a new understanding of it, try to connect it with the other ideas that you've been playing around with, and then challenge your understanding to make sure you actually know what you're talking about, and then just keep repeating that process over and over. Or even better, you can just do this entire process publicly. Share your notes on social media using SEO and hashtags and content, and that way more people can give you feedback if your ideas are good or not. If that sounds too scary, then you can consider joining Study Quest, our program to help innovators build a learning system to save time and earn more. We have a team of mentors and a full community of people constantly sharing their notes and getting feedback and helping each other grow. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested, because learning how to learn will change your life. And it's about so much more than just getting better grades. So if you're interested to learn the other amazing benefits that learning can do for your learning and for your earning, I would definitely recommend checking out this video here.